I've heard stories about monsters living outside the barrier, but it's really true.
Yeah.
Now I understand why everyone says the world outside the barrier is so dangerous.
It's pretty easy to forget the monsters are even out here when you live on the inside. We better not let our guard down.
Right. You don't use magic, do you, Yuri?
It's not that I don't. I can't. That's one talent I don't have.
But anyone with Blastia should be able to use magic if they just learn the theory, right?
I told you, I don't have the knack for learning magical theory.
So, you're bad at studying.
Well, that's one way to put it.
The world is so big.
What makes you say that all of a sudden?
I thought the capital was big, but the world outside is so much bigger. How much farther beyond the horizon does that clear sky stretch?
I know. Compared to the lower quarter, it's huge.
A city where the magistrate can do whatever he wants really leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
Looks like there's bound to be a few power-mad Imperials no matter where you go. What we saw on the way into town here, and that happened all the time back in the lower quarter.
I'm glad I live outside the Empire. I don't think I could stand this very long.
Why would the magistrate do these things?
Hey, we don't need to let the bad vibes in this city rub off on us.
Exactly.
All right.
Hey, Flynn said that Mage Witcher was from Ospio, didn't he?
Did you know him from before, Rita?
What do you mean,
I get the feeling he might have passed through my field of vision once or twice. It's nothing more than a vague memory, though.
I think I know why Witcher had such a chip on his shoulder. I don't usually get along with knights, but Flynn was different. He seemed like a serious, capable sort of guy, you know?
Really? He seemed like a really stubborn by-the-rules kind of guy to me.
Flynn's a good person who'll give anyone a helping hand when they have a problem.
Maybe now, but he raised some hell in the lower quarter back in the day.
I can hardly imagine Flynn like that.
The next time I see that freak, my magic will be ready. No mercy!
What's she so mad about?
It looks like she's upset that we let that dragon rider escape.
I never thought he'd go as far as the Karabalkrim underground to destroy Blastia. Now that's dedication.
The next time we meet, I'll choke the life out of him with my bare hands!
Rita's pretty dedicated herself.
This is awful.
You've been staring at Carol for a while now. What's up?
I'm just worried about the fight he had with his friend Nan. And he's clearly depressed.
That wasn't a fight. It was a one-sided verbal beatdown.
It's gotta be a good sign if she cares enough to criticize him that much. If she didn't care about him, she wouldn't even bother, right?
I suppose so.
I'm so hungry.
Wait, that's what you were worrying about?
Rapid's an honorary member of Brave Vesperia too, isn't he?
Of course he is.
But everyone who joins the guild has to swear to uphold its laws, don't they?
Well, in his case...
What are you all worried about? Rapid knows the laws.
There've been lots of times when I just know Rapid understands what we're saying.
I know how you feel.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, how about it, Rapid?
He just went to mark his territory.
I can't believe Raven was an Imperial Knight, a captain. And his body. I guess I didn't know a single thing about him. But he still protected us.
He'd be happy to know you were thinking that. And that's all the more reason we can't turn back now.
Right. He risked his life so we could see this through to the end.
Yeah.
Let's do it! Let's save Estelle!
Carol, just what sort of place is the Blade Drifts of Zofair?
Well, I've never been there myself, but I've heard the entire place is covered in a sheet of ice. Nan told me this was the best season for hunting monsters there, 'cause the ice is thickest. The monsters there sound pretty tough, too.
Covered in a sheet of ice, huh? I'm getting the chills just hearing about it.
Will it be a problem that we haven't made any special preparations?
No matter how cold it is, it'll be better than the heat of the sands of Kagor, right?
I don't know about better, but we're running out of time. We'll have to go in as we are.
You've been looking all around for a while now. You looking out for somebody?
What? No.
There's no point trying to hide it. Your eyes have been wandering all over the place.
All right, you got me. With all the people from the capital, I haven't seen anybody from the lower quarter.
You're concerned for them, aren't you? That's nothing to be ashamed of.
I just figured we've got enough to worry about as it is.
I wonder if the world will benefit if Prince Yoder becomes emperor.
Who knows?
What kind of weak answer is that? I thought you'd be at least a little optimistic.
Well, he'll have Flynn around. That should help things a little.
But only a little?
I'm not so wide-eyed and innocent to think that major change is going to happen overnight.
That sounds like you, all right.
Are you angry, Yuri?
Yeah, a little.
Is it about the events of Duke's past that Sylph shared with us?
So basically, Duke's doing what he's doing to clean up the mess made by an idiot. The whole thing is just so stupid.
Even though Duke and Lucifer were both fighting for humanity's sake. It's so sad.
Like the hero who shined so bright that people couldn't look at him and got scared.
The overwhelming power caused people to fear him.
It's all so stupid.
You gotta hand it to Palestrale. They're tough.
Yes, the Colosseum is as busy as it ever was.
Bellius had a lot of power, but Palestrale didn't rely on her. That's way different from the Union.
The people living here haven't changed either. This is the city Bellius made.
They're doing all they can to live their lives. Maybe that's what defines this town, and Palestrale.
The world can change all it wants. Nordopolica will be okay.
Yes, it will.